I said, why don't I show real estate agents and brokers and anybody that's in the real estate industry, loan officers, those that want to just target foreclosed homes or things of that nature, how they can take the media and personal brand piece of this, the automation, the systems and the tools, and automate their real estate business. Ding, 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 ding. That would be my bright idea, right? But I said, well, if they can do it in other industries, automate their systems, why can't we do it in the real estate industry? And then when COVID hit, right, then really I was like, we have to take this thing online. How do we automate this thing? How do we have these home buying seminars and it not just be like a Zoom, right? How do we do this thing? So I was like, oh yeah. So I got excited, right? Because automation is the key. We're so used to, in the real estate industry, having a regular template type of website where people go to, they look at like a couple of homes, then they got to opt in to see the rest of the homes. But you guys know that buyers and sellers, they're kind of just searching online. Like you could just Google and find some things. But the thing is, in the real estate industry, we know that places like Zillow and all those third-party websites, they're getting the stuff from our official stuff that we pay for as a member of the board of Realtors. They've taken that, shoving it out to the consumers, and then by the time the consumers get it, guess what? It ain't even still available sometimes, right? But they built this thing up because people are in the online space, and that's why they're winning. Flag on the field, right? We are the experts here. We're not a third-party company. We are realtors. We are real estate investors. We are real estate brokers. We own brokerages. We have several, letters behind our name because we took so many certifications to become great in certain aspects, whether it's, high-end luxury homes, whether it's, distressed properties, sales, or whatever that thing may be, Hey, why isn't that somebody like us having cornered the market and just kind of took off and been that go-to place for the consumer? I figured it out, right? So I thought I'd share with you guys. So one of the things that we always talk about is branding, getting in front of your target audience. But the main thing that I want to talk about today is funnels, having automated systems to actually take your client through an experience, right? We talked about it before. A client nowadays, because they're all online, everybody's online, right? How do we take our offline business online and double our revenue by tripling our lead gen, all from the beach? I call that hashtag beach money, right? Gone are the days that we should just have to call people back immediately. And we don't even know if they like a good lead or not. Yep, y'all know, because you done bought the leads, right? You done bought the leads, and yeah, they don't be that good. So how can we automate this system and get the leads coming in on autopilot without having to buy a neighborhood that they tell you it's sold out because somebody else, another agent, bought that area code, bought that zip code rather, and you're like, hey, or you pay higher for a certain zip code because it's a higher end, value on the houses over there, and you're just kind of like, oh man, and then sometimes it just doesn't pan out, but it's okay. We got a system just for you. We got an app for that. No, we don't have no app, but it's coming. It's coming. So it's one of those things where we're like, ooh, so what would it look like if you ran Facebook ads, right? You got to have an ad budget. It just is what it is. It's part of doing business. But I promise you, if you put your ad budget out there and you run some Facebook ads, some Instagram ads, some YouTube ads, the return on investment, you'll make that money back in no time. I promise you on that, right? You have my word. I promise you on that. So, so, you're running a Facebook ad, and that Facebook ad takes them to a page where they can see your product or your services, right? See your funnel. Whether you have a funnel for sellers, you're trying to attract sellers, whether you have another funnel for buyers only, you can have a first-time home buyers funnel. You could also have a funnel that just targets those that are in foreclosure, right? So, and we have different pages for different pieces, because I know you guys are saying, hey, I'm a real estate agent. I do it all. You may do it all, but you can't talk to everybody like the same. You can't talk to a first-time home buyer the same way you would talk to a move down buyer, somebody who's an empty nester, and they like, we don't want this big old house anymore. We want a condo on the 5th floor overlooking the city or something of that nature. The lingo is different. So when you're marketing, it's the same thing. You cannot talk to those people the same. So you can't have a system that targets everybody, because everybody is not your target audience. Okay. And if you want to do luxury homes, you may not want to do, first-time home buyers. You may not want to do foreclosures, short sales, and things of that nature. That may not be what you want to do. Right. But guess what? It's okay, because your girl's here to show you how to do that. So when they come into your funnel system, it takes them through a series of pages where in a website, they're kind of like all over the place. They're clicking this button, that button. They got all these tabs and drop down menus and all that great stuff. So your client, potential client, is now lost. Yep, lost. Because they went there for one thing, because you wanted them to take a specific action and have them say, hey, I want to buy a house. I want to get pre-qualified, and I have an 800 credit score, and I got money in the bank. Boop. That's what we all want, But if you send them to a website, guess what? They see something else. It's like a shiny thing over there. It's a shiny thing over there. And they forget that they were going in there to get pre-qualified, to opt in, to give you their information, to sign up for an appointment with you, or a phone call with you, or, a listing appointment. Because they're so busy looking all over the place, you're kind of like, oh, what is this? Oh, what is this? Oh, this is their bio. Let me read about them. Oh my God, look at this house over here. And they forgot that, what you posted was, hey, come get a free, CMA, or, sign up to get, the first-time home buyer program. Whatever that thing is that you was driving them over there to, they never forgot about it. The one thing about a funnel is it's very specific. You're going to go there. You're going to take this one action. We're not going to give you a tour. That's not what we're doing. So you go all over the place and get lost. And then an hour later, and somebody calls your name and you forgot to come put your information in. Right? So that's some of the things that we don't realize, and our clients get lost. And sometimes your ads can be like a video ad. Your ad can be you talking. Your ad can be a promo. Your ad could be, text. Your ad could be a graphic. But y'all know me, right? I'm the video girl. And so therefore, I just kind of want to show you, I have a client that you all may know, that I've done some work for. He has a brokerage, Bennett Realty Solutions, Gregory Bennett. So Gregory uses funnels a lot, right? That's his thing. And he uses them to recruit his agents. He uses them to recruit buyers and sellers. He uses them to recruit for his investment coaching program that he has too, right? And guess what? He recruited your girl to do some videos. So I'm going to show you how you can take a video and lead them to a link that takes them to a funnel as well. So what I'm going to do is just kind of show you a promo video. And I'm not saying you have to have a video. I'm just saying video rules. Okay. So if a picture is worth 1,000 words, then you know that video is like worth 1,000,000. So yes, you can run Facebook ads with a graphic. Yes, you can run Facebook ads with text. You do text. We don't do that at Rockstar 360, right? unless you're testing. Now we do A/B testing. We're going to see which one works the best. I promise y'all the video trumps everything, right? Even if it's you talking, just like I'm doing now, or you have a promo video that is put together. So I'm going to show you one of the videos that we did for Mr. Bennett for his academy, right? And then we're going to show you one for the investment program and things of that nature. All right. So hold that thought. Watch this.
What does success look like? Real estate investing is the answer. Earning an extra $50,000 a month allows you the freedom and the lifestyle that you desire. Here at Online Real Estate Investment Academy, you'll learn everything from how to build a massive rental portfolio to a monthly consistent passive income. And most of all, be successful at it. We're focused on you and your success. Visit us online to begin your future today.
See? And it takes them to a funnel. So you're like, oh, wow, neat. Bees knees, like, oh, but it's very specific. It's nothing else. So, and I'm showing you these different things because there's different things that you could do within the real estate industry and make additional revenue streams. And I think sometimes we don't realize that. And this is one of the industries that's kind of like antiquated, right? So they're just behind the curve a little bit. And that's what made me say, you know what, this is the perfect marriage. Like we go together now, right? We then went to the honeymoon and everything. So another one I want to show you that we did for Mr. Bennett as well, that we can run Facebook ads to Instagram ads as well as YouTube ads. You know, the little ads that show up in the bottom and you can hit skip and things of that nature, right? But people don't hit skip when the video is placed on the video ad is placed on a YouTube video that may have your target audience watching that particular video. So therefore it's an interest usually to the person that's searching. So let me show you one more. And I really like this one. This is like one of my favorites. I promise y'all, I love video. I could do video all day long. I probably should have took like cinematography or something and went to Hollywood and been behind the camera, right? And yeah, LA could probably be my spot, right? But anyway, those are just like two examples that lead to two separate things, and there's systems and follow-ups and funnels and things of that nature that lead them specifically to that. So same thing with buyers, same thing for sellers, same thing if you're a loan officer and you want to have people that just want to know about the first time home buyers program, or you got, a program, the USD, or any of these programs that people may be interested in. Like, what? No money down? What does that look like? Everybody wants no money down. Hell, I want no money down, right? But we all want something of that nature. So it's that big, bold claim, that hairy, hook that makes people want to, what is this about? But you got to stay right there, because once you bring them on in and get them to park the car and sit there and say, let me watch this, you can't have them go all over the place, right? So with the funnel, they come from the Facebook ad, then they go into actually reading on your sales page, like, yeah. And, the first part of it, you're going to have your big, bold claim, whether it's, hey, no money down. First time home buyers, no money down. Go to closing with $0, whatever your thing may be, right? Whatever your big claim is, depending on who you're trying to target. And then it leads them to the things that, what we call the villain, right? The things that hit them kind of hard, the problems, the issues, the concerns that they may have. So for a first-time home buyer, they may not have the best credit. They may not have a lot of money. You know, they don't really know what they're doing. So those are some of the things that you would put in the top, like, hey, don't have enough money for a down payment, never bought a house before, don't know where to start, you know, credit score a little wonky, you know. Of course, you would clean it up a little bit, but that's what you're saying, okay, in a nutshell. So what happens is it makes them stop right at the top because they have said, hey, I am new to this game. I don't have any money. And my credit score, well, about that cell phone bill that I didn't pay, right? That's kind of where they are, or they don't have any credit as of yet. They're newbies into this credit score game. So when you put those things at the top of the page, you've already got their attention. So when you have that video on the Facebook ad, on the online ads, and it leads them to this page, and instantly you're talking their language. Instantly you are telling them that, hey, if you're this, it is all jacked up, holla at your girl or holla at your boy. Like, this is what we do, right? And so it keeps them right there. They're not going looking for houses. They're not trying to read your bio. They're not trying to, you know, see what else is going on, or looking at houses that they're not going to buy, you know. So it keeps them focused. Okay. Then once you talk about the villain, you know, all the bad things, right? And the, you know, the not so good things. Then you want to introduce, you know, the superhero, because you want to talk about why you created this program. Okay, why did we create this program? We created this program so that we could, and then you answer those things. Help those that have never bought a home before. We hold their hand. We walk them step by step through the process. We make it a seamless, easy process, and we're always available 24/7 to answer all of your questions. Okay, we answered one, you know, and we also put this program together because we know as a first-time home buyer, you know, money can be a little tight, but we have all type of programs, and they're just your regular programs, right? That, you know, we all have, and they come and go when the money dry up, right? And then there's always a new one that comes out. So we have programs that assist with the down payment. Therefore, you know, all those good things. So then you start introducing, you know, the why did you put this together? And you're just answering all of the issues, the questions that they may have had that you talked about in the beginning. Okay. And then guess what? You are like the superhero now, right? You're like Wonder Woman with the belt. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, all of that. Okay. Superman for the guys. I kind of like Batman though. He's a little cuter, right? But you can then, you know, start introducing you as the one that has all the answer. Like you're the bee's knees, you know, and guess what they want to do? Click the button that takes them over to the first time home buyer seminar. Wait a minute, Larry. First time home buyer seminar. Where are they going to do the seminar at? On the next page of the funnel. So it's going to take them to a registration page. And because you're probably sitting here like, look, I ain't got time to do no first time home buyer seminar live, you know, every time somebody clicks in and wants to come to the seminar. That's where your girl here comes in, right? The rock star. What you're going to do is pre-record the home buying seminar one time, and everybody that comes to your page, guess what they're going to do? Register for the webinar. They're going to think it's live because they're going to sign up because it's going to say, hey, the next webinar is starting in 15 minutes. And so they're like, oh, shoot, I'm already in front of my laptop. I'm good to go. So guess what I'm going to do? Put in my first name, my last name, my email address, and my phone number. And I'm going to register for the first time home buyer seminar. It's starting in 15 minutes. And they're going to then, after the registration page for the webinar, the first time home buying seminar, then it takes them to a countdown page. So it's going to be like a clock on it that counts down all the way down to 15, to the 15 minutes is up. But not only that, guess what? While they're waiting in the green room, that's what I call it. While they're waiting, they're also, once they hit that submit button where they register, they're also going to get emails saying, hey, in 15 minutes, it's on. You're going to learn this. As a first-time home buyer, we're so glad to show it to you, right? And they're also going to get a text message. Hey, in 15 minutes, da-da-da-da-da. And also, if you want our bonuses, text the word bonus or first-time buyer or whatever your keyword is, right? And they were like, oh, shoot, I get bonuses while I'm waiting. Like, that's what's going on, right? We get bonuses while we're waiting. Yes, we do. So, and then, probably like a minute before, hey, they get an email. Hey, ding, 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 ding. We're starting in 1 minute. Get your notepad, get your pen, get yourself something to drink, because we're going to take you on a ride, right? So that's the part that's like really, really it, right? So those things matter. And them getting a text message. Now, all of this stuff is on autopilot. Okay, y'all with me so far? I still haven't asked you to do anything. You still haven't done anything manually. You still haven't done anything. You're still where? On the beach. So in your mind, just picture it. Yeah, you're on the beach. I need you to, kind of visualize where you are while all of this, is going on. And not only that, I forgot to tell you this part. Once they hit the submit button, all of their information, the first name, last name, email address, and phone number. And if you want their social media handles, you can ask for that too. But all of that information automatically pops over into your database. You didn't have to manually type it in. You didn't have to go look for it and upload it into an Excel spreadsheet and then upload it. Yeah, autopilot. I did tell y'all this was automated, right? Yeah, automation at its best, right? So then the 15-minute clock counts down, and guess what they're doing? They are there watching the home buying seminar that you recorded last week, one time. But it's going to play every 15 minutes when somebody opts in to watch it. So now they're watching this home buying seminar that we then created a whole slide deck presentation for you. And they're like, ooh, yeah. Ooh, I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? Come here, look at this. Now they're telling their friends, right? Because visually, you are still, you got them reeled in, but also you are still talking about the one thing that even brought them to your page in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, that's serious. That's like the bee's knees. So you got to be very strategic in this. So you have some people, because people attention span is different. Me, I'm like, come on, let's get to it. Where's the meat and potatoes, right? I like it already because we already got them emotionally connected. We already talking their language. We're already speaking to the people we want, to work with. So you have some people that will watch it to the end. And then you have some people like me that be like, hey, where do I sign up? So there's buttons on the bottom. One may lead to, 10 tips to buy your first home. There's another button that leads them to the registration page, to say, hey, what is the next step or whatever that is. And what you can do, if you, let's say, for example, you had a seller's funnel, you could actually connect your calendar and they can set up their own doggone listing appointments. And you're probably saying, but Lyric, how can I set up their listing appointment without me? Because I need to know where they live. How am I going to run the comps? Yeah, we got an app for that too, right? How are we going to run the comps? Well, we have what we call a qualifier page, like a questionnaire. We got to qualify these people, right? So what we're going to do, we have certain questions on this page. This is all part of the funnel now. We're all in the next piece, right? So right now I'm speaking about like a seller's funnel, but that video could be how to sell your home for top dollar or whatever the thing is. So the video can be anything. First time home buyers, how to sell your house in 30 days, we'll buy your house for cash, whatever that video is, right? And then they'll go to the questionnaire page and we pre-qualify them. So we are going to be able to run comps on their property because they got to answer the questions. And guess what you're going to have on the page? Not only all of their first name, last name, email address, and phone number, because we got that, right? But we're not ready to talk to them just quite yet. We want those people that want to take action. And so we have them put in their address. How many bedrooms do you have? How many bathrooms do you have? How many levels do you have in your home? Is it a single family home? Is it a townhome? Is it a condo on the 20th floor overlooking the city? Is it? Right? And then there's always a comment box where you say, hey, is there something that we need to know about your property? Let's say, for example, they had a flood in the basement and they want to let you know, or they inherited the home from a mother or a grandparent that passed away and they just don't want to deal with it. So they could put all those little notes in there. Y'all still with me? It's juicy, right? It's real juicy, right? So you got all those things going on in this questionnaire. And then the magic question that you cannot leave out, whether it's for the buyers or you're targeting sellers. Are you planning to move within the next 6 months, or are you planning to move 6 months or more? Now, why you think that? Because if you're planning to move within the next 6 months, you want this report, or if it's 6 months or more, you want this report, or you want to go to this page or whatever that thing may be, right? That's another page in the funnel. So we still rolling. Now, where are you guys at? Remember, you're at the beach, right? Don't forget where you are. You're at the beach while all of this is going on. Because we're going to set it up. That's what we do, right? So, so once they put in all that information, and if they say that, hey, I'm trying to move within the next 6 months, I haven't paid my mortgage in 2, or whatever that thing may be. Somebody that wants to move within the next 6 months, hot lead, fire. They've already raised their hand and said, yes, I'm ready to sell, or yes, I'm ready to buy, and I'm ready to do it now. And then you have those that say, hey, 6 months or more. No problem. We're going to get to them too. But now we got levels to this thing, right? They're just going to be underneath the hot ones that's ready to go now. So we're still going to call them. We're still going to take them through a process. We're still going to put them on a autoresponder that keeps in touch with them. We're still going to pick up the phone and call them, or have, our virtual assistant call them, or whatever that thing may be. Okay. So now that they filled out the qualifying form, right? And we know all their business. You could even ask questions like, what price range are you looking at? Do you want something that's 150,000, or you want something that's 550,000? You want 4 bedrooms, or you just like 1? You can put any questions you want in there, whatever it takes for you to know all the information that you need, right? And then once they hit the submit button, they can go to another page in the funnel, and they can schedule their listing appointment. Or if it's buyers, they can schedule to come in and meet with you. Or they can pop them right over to an application to get pre-qualified that goes directly, bing, where? To your lender. While you are, remember where we are, right? At the beach. You guys are imagining, I'm imagining I'm at the beach. You see the wave right there? Oh, the wave's over there. There you go. So, was just imagining all of this is going on. You have not yet touched the client. They're going through the process for you. Then they got the home buying webinar or whatever, sell your home for top dollar in 1 week or whatever your thing is. Then they hit the button, filled out the questionnaire, qualified their own self, popped over to the lender, and that got submitted to his email. Autopilot. You ain't talked to the people yet. You still at the beach. As a matter of fact, you jet skiing. Right? Hashtag beach money. That's what this is. And we ain't knocked on no doors. We ain't did no cold calling, disturbing people at dinner time, right? So they can hang up on us. We ain't sent out those god-awful recipe postcards. Ooh, boo, right? Nobody ever made the recipe, but the point was to get a lead. Did y'all get a lead? I never got a lead, but I done them because that's the way we were taught. We were taught to walk a neighborhood. We can't now, right? We were taught to cold call. I hated cold calling. It reminded me of being a telemarketer. Now, let me say this. I'm not saying that none of that stuff doesn't work. That's not what I'm saying. It does work. I ain't got that type of time. And if you got that type of time, you want to walk from door to door with your mask on and, by all means, have fun. You want to call people at dinner time and they hang up on you because they're not interested? By all means, have fun. You will get somebody. Somebody's going to be interested in what you have to say. So I'm not saying that it doesn't work. I'm just saying, how can I be on the beach and get leads? Hashtag beach money, baby. So when you come off the jet skis, you pick your phone up out the sand, get all the sand off, right? And you look, you're like, oh, ding, 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 ding. These are all leads. And the leads are going to wherever you need them to go, to the lender, to setting a listing appointment, whatever that thing is. Maybe they just want to talk to you first. You can set it up to where they can talk to you. And mind you, this calendar, okay, syncs with your own personal calendar. Like I have Google, so I have a Gmail, calendar. So if I have an appointment already, say I have a list appointment, at 5 p.m. So I block off 5 to 6 on my Gmail calendar. So the appointment calendar for the people that want to schedule their listing appointment, that part of it will be blocked out. So you don't have to worry about, oh my God, am I going to be double booked? Am I going to have 2 listing appointments at the same time? And then you could put like a 30-minute gap in between the 2 appointments or an hour because you might want to eat some lunch or something. Whatever that may be, you can set it up and say, hey, I only do appointments on Fridays and Saturdays. Sundays is my day off. I'm not going to do anything. Or, you can just set it up. So they won't be making an appointment on a Wednesday at high noon. I promise y'all on everything. It's nothing like automation. It's nothing like it. And then if you want to, which you probably should, you have all the information. Hey, Miss Jones, I saw that you opt in and we have a scheduled listing appointment on Friday at 5. I just wanted to make sure I have all the information. I see here that it's a 4-bedroom and you live in Tantallion, right? In the Fort Washington area. Oh, over by the water, right? I know that street. Do you have a water view or you like right on the water? I think I'm very familiar with that area. Yes, and you've been here how long? Okay, great. Do you happen to know what your payoff is? Oh, never mind. I see it. You put it down there for us. Guess what, Miss Jones? We'll see you Friday at 5. Do you have any other questions for me? Yes, and we'll run the comps in your neighborhood so you can see what the other houses that are like yours are selling for and how we can get your house sold quickly for top dollar in such a short amount of time. See you Friday, Miss Jones. It works like that with every single funnel, every single customized funnel. So I'm not talking about the template part. I ain't talking about that slide and drop, and we're not talking about that. Okay. You know, your webinar going to be fancy. You're going to have a wrapper around your video like you see right here that has all of your information on it and things of that nature. Look, guys, I'm so excited about this product because I wish that I knew this. I wish this was available when I started. I wish that it would have made my life easier. It just wasn't available. You know, that new age stuff, and it just was not available. It just wasn't. You know, and you're probably wondering like, well, you know, this seems high tech. This seems a little advanced. Maybe it's for people that's been in the industry, you know, 10 plus years. Maybe it's not for me. Let me tell you guys something. If I knew this when I came out of that PSI testing center, if I had this information, this is what I would do. So if you're just fresh out the testing site, you ain't even got your license in the mail yet, but you know you got a license, right? You know, talk with your broker, make sure that, you know, you're not jumping the gun too soon according to their rules and regulations and the things that they had, because we don't want you to get in trouble. Because sometimes as a new agent, we just don't freaking know, right? So make sure, and I always say, make sure you train under somebody that's great. You know, I know your girlfriend is an agent, but if she only closing like one deal a year, now I don't know if that's the person you should be asking questions. You know, make sure you get at a good brokerage, a good office, you know, good. I went on a team and I picked the best team. I looked at my area and I picked the top 3 names I saw who was closing the most deals when it came to a team. And number 1, if they didn't take me, I was going to go to number 2. If number 2 didn't take me, I was going to go to number 3. Number 20 was not an option, right? It just so happens that when I went to number 1, it's funny, right? I went to number 1 and he was like, and I said, hey, I just got my license. I'm just calling to see if you need anybody else on your team. And he was like, no, we're pretty full. We're good. I said, oh, great. I'll see you Tuesday at 2:00. I'm so excited. I'll be there. He's like, okay. I don't really take no for an answer, so it don't do too well. So I showed up with my notebook and my pen, interviewing him, see if you write for me. Hey, Greg. I did. That's the true story, y'all. True story. But I surrounded myself with great people. So if I got stuck, I knew I had the right answer, the right piece of advice. And the same thing with this. Branding like a rock star, the real estate edition, is the right piece of advice when it comes to marketing your business, when it comes to not working so hard. So you don't have to be a new agent. You don't have to be, oh, I've only been in for 5 years. And, you know, it's okay for those that's seasoned in the game and need to try something new. Because when we're seasoned, we don't embrace technology the way that we should, you know, because we got to learn something new. Well, we're going to take that curve right out, right? And we got a program that will help you do it. We'll show you how, or then we can do a done with you level, or you could be at the other level and be like, look, I ain't got time for this. I don't want to learn how to do it. I don't want you to help me do it. I want you to do it for me, right? So we got it done for you. And, you know, it's just awesome, like just awesome, awesome information. And when you come back off the beach, guess what you got lined up? Appointments, listing appointments. And yes, this is like, it's almost like magic. Do you believe in magic? It's almost like magic. It's like a fairy tale. It's like, what? It's that easy? Now, I will say there's a lot of pieces to it. It is what it is. It's technology, but this is where we help you remove that fear, remove that learning curve. And I'm one of those people that I'm going to show you step by step. It's not a warm and fluffy kind of thing. That's not what it is. That's not what we do. Because I don't like that type of stuff. It's not one of those programs where you're just going to get a whole bunch of recorded stuff that you just don't use. Remember, you used to buy those CD disc learning sets and they be under your bed collecting dust. That's not this kind of party, right? And then the thing is, you have a trainer, mentor, or a coach, and they're not accessible. So that's not this program. So fresh out of the testing site, been in the game 20 plus years, and everything in between. Let's do things differently. Let's automate this, because whoever said you got to work hard in business to be successful is a liar. You don't have to work that hard, right? I don't know where we got that from. And we've been embedded in that. And if you've been an entrepreneur all your life, like I have, guess what? That's all we knew. Work hard, work hard, work hard. We're already fighting to get our deal accepted. We're already trying to help somebody get their credit score up so they can even buy a piece of property, right? We're already in that space that we're working hard anyway, but we don't have to work that hard, okay? We don't have to, manually put in emails. We don't have to door knock and cold call. Like, that stuff is whack. I don't care what y'all say. Now, if you love it, great. I love it, but I ain't doing it, okay? I'm not doing it. So I'm going to take all my energy, all my strength, all my knowledge, all the money I spent on, sending out those recipe postcards and things of that nature, and actually take all of that energy and resources and put it into, a system like Branding Like a Rockstar, the Real Estate Edition. But guess what? We launch. Y'all stay tuned, right? And you'll be able to join up at different levels and and join the private VIP Facebook group. Like, it's going down, right? And I'm so excited and I can't wait, right? I can't wait. So, I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Y'all know I like it here, right? So my real estate professionals, let's get started. Let's rock. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon.